Yeah. Hi, Leather Rokk here. Well, today I want to tell you about Cassie the cat, the garden cat. I have some bad news to report. Let me turn the fan off. Monday, apparently Cassie's owner died of a drug overdose. I didn't find out until Wednesday, the day of the air show. I was on my way to the air show, and a friend of mine who cleans up around here told me about it. Apparently, when the body was found, the EMTs contacted animal control and Cassie the cat was removed from the apartment. Now, ever since this happened, I had been making phone calls around. I first thought the cat was actually dead also. But as of this morning, I found out that where the cat is, she's at the Humane Society. And I am going to get on the bus tomorrow. I finally found the cat carrier here. This used to belong to Ace the cat, and Ace died 2 days before what would have been his 16th birthday. And I'm really glad that my roommate did not get rid of that carrier. There's nothing wrong with it, it just needs to be cleaned a little bit. So, this is where the situation gets kind of complicated. There is another neighbor who has an apartment overlooking the garden, and he saw me putting water on it like last week. And it turned out that he is one of many people that had been feeding that cat, and he also, like myself, feeds a feral cat colony up the street. And he told me that if I could get the cat back, the cat could stay with him, because obviously the cat can't go back into my dead friend's apartment. It's being cleaned out as we speak and will probably get rented out by a new family or new single person as early as next week. So I've been on the phone repeatedly with the shelter making arrangements. I had to get directions and all that stuff, and I didn't even know that I would actually have a carrier for her, but now I do have use of a carrier. And I'm going to get on the bus. I'm going to go tomorrow. So then the guy that I'm telling you about calls me again, and now he tells me that his rental lease says no pets, and that he can't bring the cat in his apartment. After he had told me that if I got the cat back, it could stay with him. I can only go on somebody's word, and I really don't like being bullshitted, and I don't like being lied to. So now I'm going to get the cat back. The cat is an indoor-outdoor cat that really does prefer to be outside. And I don't think animals should be outside because it's much safer to be inside. But because, you don't want a cat to get hit by a car. You don't want a cat to run afoul of people with malicious intent. But I guess the plan now is to get her back to the garden area that she loves. That she is kind of famous around here. There's even a wall mural that has her on it among all the garden kind of things that are on it. So I'm gonna bring her back. I'm gonna maybe contact Alley Cat Allies, see about getting an outdoor house for her. There are things that the Atlantic City boardwalk cats live in under the boardwalk. They look like igloos, and they're called dogloos, and they're actually big enough for a medium-sized dog to curl up in, very comfortable, and they're out of the cold and out of the elements. And instead of having towels underneath for bedding, we use straw because straw compacts nicely. It drains, it doesn't get moldy, it doesn't tend to get a lot of insects in it, and it's a lot easier to clean. So, but now that guy tells me that his lease is going to be up after a year, and he might not be in the neighborhood, and what about the cat then? And for that matter, my roommates and I could be moving out of this neighborhood after the autumn. So the way I see it, my getting that cat out of the shelter, if I don't get her out of the shelter tomorrow, in like 3 or 4 more days, they will put her to sleep. They will kill her. Now, if it was not a cat, but it was a human being, and it was you, and your life was on the line, what would you rather have? Would you rather have 3 days left to live and then be killed? Or would you rather have at least a good guaranteed year of life before you had to worry about what was next? So, and nobody else would step up to the plate to help this cat. I mean, all the people that claim to love her, you think somebody else could pick up the phone? Especially considering that I don't even have a cell phone. I have a landline. And I'm not even one for making phone calls too much anyway. I've never been really very comfortable on the phone for business purposes. Obviously, it's necessary, but I'm just not one of these telephone people like so many people are. But you think one of these other yoo-hoos in this neighborhood who claims to love that cat so much, you think they would call and make some kind of arrangements? I was the only one that did it. And sometimes you find yourself placed in a situation where it is most convenient for you to help and there's nobody else that can help. But I'm not exactly what you call flush. So I've taken on this responsibility of bringing this cat in and got to get some kind of a house shelter for her. And hope that if I'm no longer going to be here and that guy's not going to be here, then she will still be cared for. So, and I would take her in myself, but I cannot convince my roommates to agree to it. I have Tabby Boy, who you have met many times, and Tabby Boy is not the most gracious kitty with other kitties. I mean, he and Ace never got along. If you watch my channel long enough, you know that. And I guess having some life is better than no life at all. But it just, I'm really bummed out because I can't believe my friend's dead. And heroin, who the fuck still does heroin? It's the opioid epidemic is a very real thing. And now you have people that are cutting these terribly dangerous drugs with other drugs that are even more dangerous, like fentanyl. And people, you hear people talking like they're bragging that they're making easy money by taking advantage of people and selling them very dangerous, deadly chemicals. And that's happening in small town USA. It's happening in big cities, and it's obviously happening in my neighborhood too. So I hope that I'm doing the right thing by this cat. Nobody else is stepping up to the plate. Nobody else is doing it. And I wish I could bring the cat in here. I really do. But I will keep you posted. Maybe I will do another video filmed in the garden featuring the cat. But we'll see how it goes. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you like me and my content, I'd love to have you subscribe. I post new content every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday for your viewing pleasure. I'd like to have you subscribe. Till then, talk to you soon. Bye.